and welcome back to another episode of Waverly Zoo. I hope you're well. Thank you for tuning in today. Today we're going to be working on the small gap that we had in the last episode through this area here. As you can see, I've still not decided what animal to put in this area. I have got an idea, but I'll probably do most of it off camera. There's not really going to be any large development in this area, so I will probably just do that off camera and then show you the result at some point. But for now, let's wander through this one. I'll show you what I've started through here. So as I said, this is going to be a small restaurant area. So far this is what I've got. So you've got a couple of food places and a couple of drink places here. I've gone for this nice wooden texture. I thought that it's a nice texture. I like it, and again I've gone for the sort of the two textured look. I know it's a technique that I use a lot, but I think it works. I really like it. Slightly odd shape as well. I've curved the corner here, and I've put a sticking out section here with a toilet inside there. So obviously there will be a fake door put on here. And then this is the little path bit that I had up here. So obviously this path doesn't go anywhere, it just disappears inside, but it means that I can then put again a fake door on the back here, and this would be their sort of their delivery area. So this obviously this road here, this is the staff road where deliveries come in, and so they'd be able to stop here and deliver things into a door up here. So yeah, pretty simple stuff, to be honest, but I think it will look really nice. This will just be a small seating area out here. Yeah, I mean, this is exactly, I think, what zoos do in small areas like this. They tend to put little eatery areas in wherever they can, because obviously that's how they make most of their money, is from food and drink sales. So yeah, there we go. So that's where I'm up to so far. I'm not going to waffle on too much. Let me just disappear for a bit, and I'll come back once a bit more. As you can see with the seating area out here, I've used a grid, which I thought worked really nicely actually. It's a nice way of filling in an area like this. Obviously it's an awkward shape with this wall coming through here, but it's nice actually. I like it because obviously the picnic tables that go in here are going to be square, so they will fit nicely into these corners, and it gives me a couple of small areas. Maybe I could put a few trees in or something in these gaps. It also worked nicely here with the path. I quite like this. Sort of creates these little walkways here rather than being completely open. I quite like the idea of having these little entrances, and obviously the barriers here look really nice as well. This is a very nice barrier on this particular type of flooring. I really like this actually, so I'm quite happy that I've used that flooring on there. For the building, I've just been playing around a bit. I've built these what are these called? No, my mind's gone blank. You know what I mean. These wooden structures here. No, gazebo. No, that's not right, is it? Porch. No. Whatever, you know what they are. Sorry, it's early in the morning and my mind is not woken up yet. Okay, anyway, I built them. Again, they're more for show than practicality. They don't do a lot. They offer a little bit of shade, I suppose, and possibly a bit of shelter from rain, but not a lot. Often you'd get stuff growing up them. I'm not going to do that this time. But what I think I am going to do, as you can see, I've put these lovely metal lattice pieces on the walls here and here and around the other side that I'll show you in a second. And so what I may do is put a flower pot at the bottom and have something growing on these. I also used these, I found these lovely surrounds here. I think they're New World surrounds, New World shop fascia. Yeah, that's the one. Wouldn't usually use something like this actually, but I really liked it, and I thought it contrasted nicely with the wood pattern that I'd used on the walls there. So yes, I've gone with that. I thought that was that looks pretty nice. A couple of lights under there as well, and then obviously just copied it round to this side. And then around here, again, I'm not too sure what I'm doing here. There'll probably be a tree in here, and I may have some stuff growing on these three. I put my fake door in here with a toilet sign and a light, nice and simple, so people can wander in. And then I've done this here, because it occurred to me obviously that you've got your back door up here, which I've put on, so you've got a nice wide door for big deliveries to go in, light and a switch as usual, and then a smaller door that people can just come in and out of. I have also put a roof on, as you can see there. But it occurred to me that really there should have been a way to get from up here to down here for the staff. So I put this little staircase in here, which I thought looked really nice actually. So I'll obviously surround this probably with some nice shrubbery on each side to hide all the gaps. And I'll block this end with one of my usual gates. But I thought that works really nicely there actually. I think that looks really nice. So yeah, coming along pretty nicely. I'm probably going to do something up the top on this concrete here. It's, as much as I like the contrast between the two materials, this looks a little plain to me, so I may try and put something up here to add a bit of pattern. We shall see. Not too sure yet. Still haven't done this enclosure over here, but that I know what I'm going to put in here now, so that may happen next. It may happen a little bit later. We shall see. For now, let me just disappear and come back once I've done some more. Okay, just a small update here. As you can see, I have done some detailing on the building. I've used these. I'm not sure what pack these are from actually, but these pattern pieces. Obviously, you just put them along the top and then flip them upside down along here, and I think they look really nice. It's just a simple thing. From the same pack, I've put them on these corners, these nice corner wooden pieces on here. Kept them red. I wasn't too sure whether I wanted to keep them red or make them the same colour as the rest of the wood, but I think red. I think it stands out nicely. And then I've got this round piece. But because I put it on the corner here, what I had to do with that was sort of duplicate it backwards to make it stick in to the material here. So what I mean, needed to get the width. But again, I think that works really nicely on the corner there. Just a bit of random design. It doesn't mean anything really. It's there's not a lot of reason for it to be there, but I do kind of like it. So I'll continue that around the side as well. I have done my flower pot in here. And it's got a bit of this wisteria growth. No flowers though. Doesn't get enough sun under there, I decided. However, this one here has got flowers. I decided that the sun gets to this one a little bit more. And then around here, again, I've just put a couple in here and one on here as well. So there will be a tree in front. I've also made all the ground here mud, because you wouldn't get grass growing in these smaller areas. All of this is all mud, and there will be probably trees in most of them, maybe shrubs in a couple, not too sure about that just yet. Yeah, so really short update there, but I just wanted to show you what I've done with the extra bit of design work on here. And now I'm not too far away from finishing. It's probably going to be quite a short episode altogether, this one. It's a pretty quick build, to be honest, this, but it's coming together quite nicely. So a few more details to put in, and then we'll be done. So let me just crack on with that and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm just about done I think with the restaurant, so let's walk under the bridge here and see what I've been up to. Here we go. It's bright pink. Yeah, I love these trees. What are they? Cherry blossom, of course they are. I think they just look fantastic, I really do, and I thought they really brightened up this area. It was all quite dark, dark flooring, rock walls and lots of brown around here as well. So I thought some of these nice bright trees would make the area look a bit more welcoming. As you can see, I've gone with these picnic tables. What are these? Are these the Arctic one? Yeah, Arctic picnic bench. And I've used some of these lovely canopies. I really like these, really nice modern looking things. So just covered up some of the trees, some of the benches with those. I think that looks really nice actually. I managed to fit a good number of benches in there. It looks, you know, it looks like it's got a good capacity, but it's not overcrowded. There's still plenty of space for people to walk around. Another cherry blossom tree on this corner, and I know that's blocking obviously some of the graphics in here. Oh, what's that in there? That's my roof is coming through there. That's not good. I'll have to sort that out. Yeah, I know it's blocking off this this symbol that I put up here, but that's you know, that's what happens. A tree like this would have grown up over time and probably would have been planted much smaller and grown up to this size. So, you know, just a touch of realism, I feel, really, about that. In the back here, I've put some of these lovely, I forget what these are. My mind has gone mad today. Black poplar, of course they are. So I put a small row of those down in there. Just really wanted to fill that gap and block it off. Have that as a nice little backdrop here. I think if you look from over here, I think that looks nice with the cherry blossom sort of framing the row of the poplar there. I think that looks pretty cool. And I don't think I've done too much more in here. Didn't put any more shrubbery or anything in here. Another cherry blossom there, and another one in here. Again, just plug in the little gaps with things. Not obviously one with the smallest cherry blossom possible here, because I didn't want to completely block off this area. I didn't want it to be too crowded. Put one of my gates on here. Again, just had to adjust the size to make it fit properly. And then I've gone with these lovely hydrangea bushes down the side here. These ones here, obviously I've just raised them up off the ground, so they're just hovering in midair. But it makes it look nice. I think that works really nicely. And then under here, just some generic green bramble shrubs, just plug in this gap. Very shady under there, so you wouldn't really get many flowers working under there. So obviously brambles will grow in any amount of sun or shade, so they're a perfect little plant to put under there. Just, you know, just fills the gap in a bit. Little detail, just put one of these little vents up here, chuck in some smoke out. Probably just assuming that you've got the kitchen going in there, and that's just some smoke coming out of the kitchen, or people are, I don't know, people are having a spliff in there or something. There's something dodgy going on in there, isn't there? So yeah, so you know, just a little touch of realism there, but not putting too much detail on, really. It doesn't need any more than that, I don't think. So there we go. So that's my restaurant done. Really pleased with how that's turned out. I think it just fills this gap in down here very nicely. It was a bit of a dead area. Obviously you've got you've got a staff area on this side, and then obviously this road is a staff only area. Don't know what's coming over here. There will be an animal in here. I'm going to be doing that in a minute. So yeah, I wanted something in here to attract people. Obviously, as they walk around here, they could be looking at the monkeys, but there's also a destination at the end here as well. So yeah, really like what I've done with this. So what I'm going to do now, I am going to do this animal as the last segment of this video. I'm not going to tell you what it is until I've done it. I'm basically going to do this entire enclosure and then come back and tell you about it. So let me go and get on with that now, and I'll be right back. Right, here we go then. We have ostriches. Gotta love an ostrich, haven't you? I think one of them's about to have babies. Is it this one? Window, yes. Window's about to have babies. Oh, how sweet. Right, well, we might get to see that in a minute. So let me talk you through. So I've done all of this off camera because there isn't too much to this enclosure. It's pretty straightforward. This is the sort of thing, you know, an ostrich is a very simple animal, very cheap. They don't need anything big and expensive, you know, large structures and things. And it's a sort of animal that a zoo will just chuck into an area like this. It's relatively cheap, you know, simple fencing, simple shelter, Bob's your uncle kind of thing. So that's why I've gone for the ostrich. So you can see I've put in, I've built very simple shelters here over their food sources. So these are the, oh, someone's had offspring, sorry. I've got to go and have a look because baby ostriches are just adorable. Oh, she's had two. Oh, I love them. Absolutely love them. Look at them. They're so cute. Oh, I wish I could have an ostrich as a pet. Oh look, they've disappeared already. They're so small they've disappeared. Where are they? Where did you go? Are you hiding in the... Oh, you're hiding in the bush. Oh, I love them. Anyway, sorry, let me get back to it. Yeah, so this is their foraging, the food foraging thing. So I just built them a little structure, a little bit of concrete underneath, put one of these little water things on the side here. Really simple. Obviously, various bits of foliage and a few trees. A little custom-made shelter here. Again, really simple. Just planks of wood and beams. It's exactly the sort of thing that they would have. Just really, really basic. Just enough for them to get in and out of the rain. Copied that shelter over here as well with the foraging underneath. So they're quite big animals, ostriches, so they need lots of room, which obviously they have in this enclosure. There's lots of space to run around, but also when they're feeding, it'd be nice for them to have the option of 2 different feeding areas. And towards the back here, I've left these trees in, offer a bit of shelter, a few little shrubs here and there, nothing too fancy back there. But I have put this in. This is sort of the most complicated bit that I did, which is obviously just a like an airlock. For obviously these are large animals, so these are the sorts of things that would come in the back of a van of some sort. And so the idea here, obviously you've got your normal entrance there for the zookeepers, and then this is where your van could come in. They could either back in or they could even drive all the way through here, out into here, release them and then drive back out again. So yeah, really simple process of adding these 2 doors in. Obviously these are doors that aren't meant as an airlock, but they do the job. I think they look good, they look correct and suitable. Obviously the fencing is all pretty straightforward and it's all that ostriches need. And it's quite nice. I extended it all the way back into this corner here. So obviously all of this is a staff area over here, so it gives the ostriches a chance. If they want to get away from where the public can see them, they can just hang out in this back area under the trees here and do what they want. Obviously long grass, short grass, there's a bit of mud, you know, try to make the area look as realistic as I could. And the ostriches are more than happy in here. They've got plenty of space to run around. One thing I did do with the mud, I purposely made sure that I put mud all the way around the outside of the enclosure. You can see all the way along the wall here, along the fence at the front here, and even all up this side as well. The reason I did that is because ostriches are one of these animals that they rewalk the same path over and over again, and they kind of patrol, and they tend to patrol the edges of their habitat, and so you do get this worn away area around the outside. And a lot of animals do this. You'll see this in a lot of cat enclosures, all the lions and tigers and panthers, leopards, anything like that. You'll always see them patrolling up and down the edge of the habitat. And it's something they do because in the wild these animals all have a territory, but they don't have barriers to their territory, but that's what they do. They patrol the edge of their territory to make sure that other animals aren't coming into their area. And so when you've got them in a habitat where they've obviously got a fence, that's the edge of their territory, and so that's what they do. They just walk up and down it and keep an eye on, in this case, they keep an eye on us while we're standing the other side of the fence watching them. So yes, there we go. So that's going to be the end of this video. So you can see that this area here is now plugged with ostriches, and this area over here is now plugged with a little restaurant or a little cafe. Really nice. I'm happy with what I've done. I think my next project will be over here. I'm going to get started on the river and the lake. So there's going to be a lake in this area here, and a river coming through this gap here somewhere, and over here maybe another lake here. I'm not sure. The river is probably just going to snake off and disappear over here somewhere. I'm not too sure yet. But yeah, so that's probably my next video. But that's going to be it for this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. So not a huge amount done, but just plugging in some of the little gaps here and there. It's all important stuff. And I think the zoo's coming together nicely. I'm quite enjoying having this new path. It's more of a road really, isn't it? Connecting all the backstage areas. I know it is a little bit grand, a little bit over the top maybe, but I quite like it. And I think in a zoo like this that's got basically infinite money to spend, then I think they would do this sort of thing. So yeah, I like it. Let me know if you do. Let me know what you think of what I'm doing. I always appreciate any feedback, and I really appreciate you just hanging out with me as well. It's it's really nice. I'm really enjoying this zoo, and I hope you are too. So let me know. But that's it for now. So thanks again, and I will hopefully see you soon. So goodbye for now.